everyone, what's up? Welcome back to another channel. Wow. Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to another video. I hope you all are doing great. How's the year treating you all so far? As you can tell by the title, today's video is going to be about a Q&A. It's been so long, like since I did a Q&A on my channel. I guess it's been some 6-7 months already. So I went on my Instagram and I asked you guys to ask me a bunch of questions. So I've got a few questions from you all and today I'm gonna answer them all. So let's get started. Okay, so the first question is about my stay. A lot of you guys asked me the same thing. Let's answer this one. Anjana asked me, are you going to stay in Kerala from now on? Also, please share your height. Okay, so no, I'm not gonna stay in Kerala. I was here just for vacations. We also had a housewarming, so I was here for Christmas, for New Year, and my parents are gonna be settled in Kerala after they retire. I've also got one more question that is from Kavya. Why your family migrated to Bhopal from Kerala? If that's right, yes, you're absolutely right, Kavya. My family migrated to Bhopal 25 years ago in search of jobs, you know. So basically my mom and my dad, they're working in Bhopal, and once they retire they're gonna come back and stay in Kerala just like every other Malayali outside of Malayali. So yep, that's the plan. Chloe_1102 asked me, how was your Christmas? My Christmas was pretty good. It was really very chill, very relaxing. I got to spend time with my grandparents, my relatives, so it was pretty good, something different from what we usually do. It was my first Christmas in Kerala, and the climate, greenery and the scenic beauty, it was amazing. Really enjoyed my stay here and my Christmas was pretty good, so thanks for asking. Faustina.Joes asked me, makeup or skincare for me, like, have you been productive or lazy during this lockdown? I guess both. I was both productive, and also there were times I was lazy, like I didn't want to do anything, so both. Favorite color combo, I like lavender, mint green and silver. I like all the pastel colors. So yeah. Okay, so the next question is from Shamla_2209. Why don't you speak in Malayalam in YouTube channel? Say a few words for me, please. A lot of questions from you guys asking me, why don't you speak in Malayalam, or why don't you speak in Hindi, why don't you talk more in Hindi on your YouTube channel? So the thing is, I've got audience from different regions. Like I've got audience from North India, I've got audience from South India, so I can't really pick one regional language and talk, right? So I thought I'd just, you know, talk more in English because a lot of you will understand English. So that's the reason I like to talk in English, and also because I feel comfortable talking in English. So that's the reason. Again, there's one question, do you speak Malayalam or Hindi at home? I speak both, like it's 50-50. With my mom and my sister, I speak more of Hindi, but with my dad, it's Malayalam. So I know both the languages. It's just that I can't fight in Malayalam. You want me to say a few words for you, right? Okay, let me try. Please don't cringe. Although I've done few videos in Malayalam, so if you want to check that out, the link is in my bio. What? This is not Instagram. The link is in my description box. Okay, hi Shamla. Indokkundu visheshanggal. Subhamanu. Christmas and New Year enganundarnu. And thank you so much for watching my videos. Okay. Aapki qualifications. Okay, so the next question is about my education, my qualifications. And so I did my UG in Economics Honors with Management. I did my UG in Bhopal. IEHE was the name of my college, and I did my master's in social work, and my specialization was human resource management, and I did that from Christu Jayanti College, Bangalore. So UG from Bhopal, PG from Bangalore. Where are you staying right now, and will you return to Bangalore anytime soon? I'm staying in Bhopal as of now, and I'm working from home, and yes, I will return to Bangalore super soon. Bhopal, Kerala or Bangalore, which one you love the best? I guess it's Bangalore for me. I was there in Bangalore for 2 years, and those 2 years were amazing. It really changed me as a person. I grew as a person. You know, everything I had to manage on my own, right from my finances to my studies, to run this YouTube channel, everything like I had to do on my own. I was more responsible, I was more independent. So I think it's Bangalore for me. You know now, right? I guess people who are staying in hostels or who moved out basically can relate with me. Just that when you're with your parents, your needs are met, you're pretty chill. I mean, of course you have to run around and do the work, but it's a more comfortable stay with your parents. You know, you don't really face any struggles. That's what I'm assuming. But when you're out, when you take charge of your life, that's when you grow as a person. And for me, that's what happened in Bangalore, and that's why I really like Bangalore. I really made good friends. I got to learn a lot. I traveled, like local transportation, tried to mingle up with the localites. Everything was perfect there. And although I had like my own share of bad days where I was like, I want to go back home, I'm not doing this, but then I was strong enough to, you know, survive those days, and I really love Bangalore for that reason. Currently, what are you doing apart from YouTube, and what are your further plans? Next question is, do you work apart from YouTube? Yes, a lot of you guys think that YouTube is my full-time thing. No, it's not. Like, I'm so inconsistent on YouTube. That's not how a job would look like. I work as a content developer in a startup based in Bangalore. It's like 9 to 5 proper corporate thingy. So that's why I don't get much time to film YouTube videos. I make content on my channel during weekends whenever I find time. You know, that's when I do it. So YouTube is more like my side hustle. So yeah. What is the most sensible thing you've ever heard people say? Okay, so there's this quote that I read or I heard somewhere, I can't really recall. It goes like, choose your battles wisely. So basically it means that to be selective of things that you're gonna get involved in, be it arguments, be it confrontation. So you have to be selective. You don't have to fight everything, you don't have to get involved in everything. So save that energy. Instead of fighting every problem, save that time and spend it on things that actually matter. Not every battle has to be fought, so choose your battles wisely. Okay, so next question is about my New Year resolutions or 2021 plans. The first one would be to take care of my skin. Like, as you guys can see, my skin is not doing great. My acne is getting worse, so I would like to pay more attention to my skin, and I would like to eat healthy, cut down on sugar, eat more of good food. So this year I'm planning to consult a dermatologist because I really want to take professional help. It's really getting worse. So yep, that's one of my resolutions, to take care of my skin. I'm gonna keep you guys posted, so yeah, don't worry about it. Another thing would be to take care of my mental health. I'm not gonna involve in a lot of things like I mentioned previously. I'm gonna choose my battles. I'm gonna say no more. Like, I'm gonna say no more. I'm not gonna please people, or I'm not gonna think more about others. I'm gonna think more about myself. These are some of the basic things that I have actually planned for myself. And so I wish to travel. I don't know how things are gonna be, but I really want to travel, so maybe some solo trips or something. You never know. Just pray for me, guys. Things you learned in 2020. I learned self-discipline. I learned how you can be your own best friend, like how you can enjoy your own company. So, and I learned patience. Yes. Are you single? Yes. Yes, girl. Are your parents strict? Yes, they are. Like, they are when they have to be. While we were growing up, my parents were pretty strict. Like, they were very particular about certain things. Now in the hindsight, I realized that they were right, and it was important. Now that we are grown up, they really try to understand us as different individuals. They are strict when they have to be. So yeah. Your favorite Malayalam movie? My favorite Malayalam movie, I really like Dilip as an actor. I really love his comic timing. I love how he acts. So I guess the old movies, Tengashipatnam, CID Musa, Misha Madhavan, I really love his old movies. It was really fun watching them. I used to binge watch them during my childhood days. So yeah. What's your spirit animal? A wolf? So the next question is about current weight, like my height, weight and age. I'm 24 years old. My height is 5'4", and my weight, I'm not sure. The last time I checked, I was 64, but I'm pretty sure I've gained a lot of weight. My holiday weight, like, I had so much cake, I literally overate. So I guess maybe 5 kgs up. Yeah. Okay, so whenever I'm on vacation, I make sure that I eat my heart out. Like, I try to eat every possible thing so that I don't complain later. And then I'm like, dude, you had it enough. Now you have to, you know, get back to the game. So I just do that. Whatever floats your boat, sister. How did you deal with fat? I'm sorry to ask this, but right now I'm dealing with this and it's not easy. absolutely girl, I can absolutely relate with you. All I want to tell you is that this phase will also pass. Make sure that you're not hard on yourself. Be kind to yourself. Weight loss or weight gain is not something that will happen overnight. Give yourself some time. Try to be disciplined. Some of the things that really helped me, like I'm not an expert, during my weight loss journey I tried to avoid rice, I tried to avoid sugar, and it really made a lot of difference. And also try to have early dinner. Make sure that you finish your dinner somewhere around 7:30, 8 p.m, not beyond that. Keep drinking water throughout the day, because most of the times you get hunger pangs or cravings because you don't really have enough fluid inside your body, and that's why you get it. So that's why you crave certain things. So just drink water and you'll realize that it was just out of boredom or just because you were thirsty, that's why you were craving things. So just drink water whenever you're not sure about your cravings, and it really helped. Try to walk once you're done with your dinner. Try to go for brisk walking, 10 to 15 minutes. Drink warm water. Now that it's cold, try to drink more warm water. I drink warm water with lemon as soon as I get up and before I go to bed. Also apple cider vinegar, it surely helps. Like it helped me a lot, but I got cavity issues, like enamel issues, so I stopped drinking it. But it really helps. Like if you want to know how it works and all, I've done a video about it already. I'll mention it somewhere here, so make sure that you guys check it. So these are some of the things that really helped me. Try to control your portion as well. Instead of 3 chapatis, try to have 2 chapatis and more salad. Like be mindful of what you're eating, right? So yep, these are some of the things that really helped me shedding those extra weight. Just remind yourself that you're absolutely in charge of your life. Like at any given point of time, you can remind yourself that this is not how the story is gonna end. I'm the one who's gonna write the end of my story. So take charge of your life. Tell yourself like it's okay, we'll start from tomorrow. Like that's what I tell myself. It's okay to start from tomorrow. Take baby steps. Don't be hard on yourself. The point is to get started, and eventually when you start seeing results, you'll be so happy. So take baby steps and go for it. Things that you changed suddenly after started vlogging. I guess I started dressing better. Like even if I'm going to the grocery store or somewhere, I make sure that I look decent. Dream place to visit, Santorini. It's Greece. I love Greece. I really want to be there. Like I am imagining myself there. How do you deal when you fight with your parents? I take some time apart. Like I let them spend some time alone. I spend some time alone and I just think about the whole situation. I try to analyze why did it even happen. If it's my mistake, I make sure that I apologize. I don't really go to them and tell them like, hey mom, I'm sorry. I don't like confrontation. I don't really like expressing myself face to face. Like I really can't even, I don't know if you guys can relate with me, but I don't really like to express myself face to face. I'll rather go and type a message. I'll leave a note behind, and that's how I express myself. So let it simmer down a bit, because what I've observed is that if my parents are angry and I go behind them, their arguments get even ugly, you know. So just give them some time, let them spend some time alone, let it all simmer down a bit. Please share about your experience with self-love, how you develop it. I mean, it was built over the years. The first step towards self-love would be to accept yourself, right? I am sure you guys would have heard about it so many times, but this is the ultimate key to self-love, to accept yourself. Admit that this is how you are, and admit that you have a lot of room for improvement. That's how you can, you know, start with your journey of self-love. So let's just take a simple example. A lot of you guys know that I've got acne and I've been dealing with it for past couple of months. The moment I step out of my room, there are so many people to remind me that I've got acne scars. I felt really bad when people used to talk about my acne, like my relatives, my close ones, they used to talk about my acne. They were like, do something to your face, why don't you use this face pack, why don't you try this thing? And I was like, I had it all. And then I developed this thick skin. I'm like, okay, I have acne, but that doesn't make me any less of a person. I'm still beautiful. And this is where self-love helps. When people remind me of my flaws, I'm like, yeah, I know about it, thanks for doing that, and it'll get better with time. So I've stopped being harsh on myself. I tell myself that this is just a phase and I'll get over it. Think of possibilities. Now when people tell me you've got acne, I'm like, dude, get a life. I try to be polite, but So yeah, the first step would be accept yourself. Second thing would be kind to yourself. Just like you're kind to your friends, just like you're kind to your family members, you understand their problems, right? You give them advices. Give the same thing to yourself. Give that love, give that attention, give that kindness to your own self, because you spend some 24 hours with your own self. That's it. Slowly you'll notice that you are developing self-love. Wow, I can give a TED talk, dude. I guess we're almost done. Your favorite 5 lipsticks. The first one would be Wet n Wild Give Me Mocha. Hands down, it's the best one I've used so far. Second one would be Lakme 925 Cocoa Soft. Third one would be Lakme 925 Coffee Light. Fourth one would be Miss Claire Shade 55, which is out of stock most of the times. And the fifth one would be Lime Crime Wicked Velveteen, however you want to pronounce it. The one that I'm wearing today. Yeah, I love it. It looks gorgeous. Say something about racism, how to deal with it. You don't have to deal with it, like absolutely not. Stand up against it, speak up, tell them that you're not comfortable with it, express your discomfort, and if you are the victim of it, please stand up against it. And if you are seeing somebody else being a victim of it, help them as well. Either ways, you got to do something about it. It's not something that you have to tolerate. It's absolutely disgusting. Like, it's 2021 and still if people are being racist, that's such a bad thing to be. So make sure that you're expressing yourself. Tell them that you're not okay with it. But if that's not helping, cut out all relations with them, no matter how close you are to them. You don't deserve such toxic people in your life. You don't deserve such negativity. So the next question is about YouTube thing. I see a lot of budding YouTubers here. How long does it take to start a career in YouTube? Tips on starting a YouTube channel. So the first thing would be to find your niche. Find something that you're passionate about. Not passionate, like passionate is such a strong word to use. Find something that you really like and you want to share it with the world. It could be anything. Like, the world is yours, dude. Like, these days we have content for everything. And be consistent. And yeah, don't strive for perfection, because what I've observed is that most of the times I'm like, this content is not perfect, this is not good, this is not filmed in a perfect way or edited in a perfect way, like the ideal standards that we have these days. So don't strive for perfection. Just start it. Eventually you will get perfect, but abhi ke liye just get started, kyunki aajkal we see a lot of content, we are consuming a lot of content, and we certain times tend to compare our content with others. So don't compare it. Just start with whatever you have, and eventually you'll get better at what you're doing. So yeah, these were some of the tips from my side. And to answer how long does it take to start a career in YouTube, it totally depends. It totally depends on the growth of your channel. So these days what I've observed is that the brands are not looking for views, the brands are not looking for subscribers. Like, they're not after numbers these days, they're after engagement rate, like the kind of engagement or the kind of relationship that you have with your audience. That matters a lot. So make sure that you're genuine with your audience, you have a good connection with your audience, and it's gonna take you places. Why this much good hair? I guess it's my genes, it's in my genes. Like, my mom, my grandmom, they all have good hair, so I would like to give them the due credits. Yes. Sorry, I got cut off. My mom's calling me for dinner, so just gonna answer some few more questions and I'm gonna go before I get grounded for days. Do you like to have piercing or tattoo? Yes, I do wanna get piercing, girl, like somewhere here, but my mom's not gonna allow. Have you ever worn clothes that doesn't suit you? Yes, a lot of times. Like, while I was a teenager, I really tried clothes that really didn't suit me or my body type. And I was like, why? Now that I look at those pictures, I'm like, why? Who let me even walk like that on street? Do you prefer to be more slim? I think I'm fine, like, really. But I don't mind. Like, I want to lose like some 3-4 kgs of weight because I've gained. Yeah. Have you ever been slut shamed? No, not yet. Feminist? Yes. What makes you unique? I guess the fact that a lot of you guys find me relatable makes me unique. Your favorite food? It totally depends on my mood. I like kappa, mean curry. I like pasta. with sun-dried tomatoes. I like thin crust pizza, mashed potato. Yeah, it totally depends on my mood. Jeera rice dal. Like, I don't really have a favorite kind of food, but anything that's made with love, I'll have it. Okay, alright guys, I hope I answered most of your questions. If not, I'll try to answer them on Instagram, or I'll make sure that I get back to you guys personally. Literally on the last bar of the battery. I really want to wrap this up as soon as possible. So thank you so much for watching this Q&A, guys. I hope you guys find this video interesting. So yep, just be kind to yourself and be kind to people around you. But I really had fun, filming this video. I hope you guys have fun watching it. Thank you so much for supporting me and watching my videos. It really means a lot to me. I'm gonna see you guys super soon. Till then, bye, take care.